She have that new PO box information.
Victory.
Yeah, is my name on?
Your name is on there. Um, let me see. I think I sent it to her because at one point in time I thought I sent it to her, but
Oh, that him who said that? Is that all him voices?
That's him playing the song in the background.
From you, Angel.
thank you.
Oh, let me show you what the.
You know what?
Design
I don't think it. It does. Is there a line at the top saying that it still hasn't sent?
Josh, you love that girl? You tell her? You be crying?
Couple times.
You ever cry?
No, girl, wasn't quiet.
Did you see a text come through for the link?
No.
I'm looking to see if she has the PO box. Yes, she does. Is the text thing saying that it's sent? I don't think it is sent.
There's no blue.
It isn't. You did?
Should be at the top of your text.
It should not. But I'm gonna go in there. No, it should not.
I sent him this, like I wanted to turn this into.
Why is it not working?
Kev, I didn't
You
think
put
about
the new PO box.
the Wayne brothers. You could have flipped that too. The old TV show.
And we're singing and we're calling.
Oh,
Most people
good.
have been doing it in the comments.
Didn't even think about that. I love that theme song.
It's a great song.
Yeah,
Give me a high five.
people
God,
have.
and Frank, beautiful guys.
Can you airdrop it to me, Josh? It ain't came through.
Yes.
Thank you. Let me turn off my do not disturb. Did it come through to y'all? Do y'all see the link?
I wasn't looking for it though. I'm still laughing at Memphis saying that. That is not the teams don't usually announce that pretty much at all.
What?
They told Dylan Brooks they're not bringing him back under any circumstances.
That was real?
That's
Yeah,
real.
that's like a
That's
shot at
the
him.
next thing I thought too.
That's real.
That's
I thought
real. I had to check. I was like, let me.
he made the
What's
team the
going on
villain.
with this
The
computer?
villain. He made it the villain
And he
team.
didn't do enough to warrant that.
Nah. If he was putting up numbers, I'm like, hey, what you
Right.
gonna do?
You went out there and said
He hit
that
like
and
two
then got
threes,
walked.
like two unexpected threes. Like, God dang, he hit that.
When it didn't matter.
Like, you ain't a dentist. You ain't a Ron Artest. You ain't
Nobody.
none of them.
First one that I saw.
There it is. That's why I couldn't find it. I was like, ain't no TV over here.
We get one of these shows sold out. It's gonna be so.
I make it so much harder to airdrop it now.
Let me send it to Marcus.
Little record ball.
And my TV chat is pinned, so it don't really be showing up like refreshing in the thing.
You tired?
I'm beat. I could not sleep last night.
Last night
I was
first
mad
night
at you.
I
I was mad.
was in that bed.
You was.
I love it for me.
That was Marcus here yesterday on his back.
I never fall asleep fast at all. Like, I be laying down for 45 minutes, 2-3 hours before I fall asleep. I lay right here and took 2 of the fastest damn naps I've ever had.
I'm
in my
talking about
life.
that baby was snoring. I was
Were
like,
you?
oh, loud.
After you finished the podcast?
Yeah.
Or while you wait to pick up the boys?
I was
Yeah.
you during the podcast. I was.
Don't bring me into it.
Oh, yeah, his eyes
She
blinking
was
all
doing the
long. I
ass. As soon as I
said,
seen that Carol Lee, huh?
I said, blink one more time, long. Blink one more time. He's like, I'm tired. I was like, yeah, I'm tired too.
It's taken. This is the hardest jet lag recovery I've ever had. I usually go back easy, but on Saturday
You guys were out there for a minute too, though.
we were out there for
Oh, you guys were in Egypt for like a month.
Oh, yeah.
for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But then
the
y'all
thing
had a
is,
lot
when
of
we came
time
back, we weren't
going back to work. Yeah,
We were COVID.
y'all was sicky people.
We was all asleep. We didn't have to come back and do nothing.
That's what y'all gotta do next time. Go get the vid and then quarantine.
Okay, so marriage be hard conversation. They called out as private, confidential, secure, anonymous.
What is that?
BetterHelp says we can't say those words.
I saw that on the Greg sent me the ad for BetterHelp.
You already responded.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay.
Let me try it.
Happy.
You sent it to the Patreon? It ain't came through on my emails.
I did.
Oh, look, we did all of
5
that
minutes.
for no reason.
There goes. So you probably got another 5 minutes.
Oh, it just came through.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna probably wait a little bit.
Yeah, let me go to my email.
All right, I just want to make this video real quick while we're waiting.
Hello?
I love the hellos.
Under any circumstances.
I thought you were standing in front of the camera. Will this pop out on here?
The Memphis Grizzlies have let Dylan Brooks know that they will not be bringing. The Memphis Grizzlies have let Dylan Brooks know that they will not be bringing him back under any circumstances. Okay, now I've been watching sports for a long time. I can't remember a time where the team said we're not bringing you back under any circumstances. Like, just let him go. They're like, no, that's not enough. We need to let him know, let y'all know. When you clean your locker out in the season, take it home forever. Because you're not coming back here. Why y'all was upset? Y'all was irritated. Y'all was annoyed with Dylan Brooks because he poked the bear and then the bear put 20 and 20 on him. And then y'all lost by 40. That's why he had to go home to his own personal home now. He's going to his personal home now.
You're such a dork.
Oh.
Okay, you ready? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. What is that from?
It's a song called Let's Go by Roger Mike.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We gonna do it.
Oh, shoot. Is
What's
lunch
wrong,
still
baby?
happening
Yeah.
with Linda? Oh, well, let's start.
12:30.
It's 11 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, we'll be done.
Let's see where.
How far it is?
You don't know how it is. Have you seen that?
I have no idea what's
My
happening
600-pound sisters.
No.
She was like, I pay my bills. My bills is paid. You don't, Amy.
You be
don't
deep in
know
the internet,
how it
social
is.
media streets.
I do.
You be, I mean, it's got a strong chokehold on your life.
Did you show Melissa what I sent you, the thread?
No, I didn't show her.
Oh, you got to show her the
I
thread.
will.
Yesterday, I texted him to check on him on his birthday. And I said, well, here is an interesting distraction for the day. And it was a thread on Black Twitter threads that's on Instagram. This thing just going to be
Oh,
low.
I love Black Twitter threads. That's one of my favorite accounts.
And it was talking about...
You never seen this?
I don't.
Yeah.
You got to say I pay my bills are paid.
Paid. I like it. Paid. The pullback. It was celebrities that people think are. It was 600. But you didn't want to see it. It's celebrities that people think would be amazing in bed, right? And so the thread up top, that's one thing. It was the comments that I went in there. And one girl was like, there's somebody who is amazing that I had a thing with in 2006, and I got receipts. And somebody was like, DM me and tell me who. She said, I'll tell you right here. Stephen Carell. I said, the what?
I want the receipts too.
I was like, what? She said, once I go to my mama's house, I can show y'all the receipts.
Oh, that thing comes out today, Liz.
What?
Recipe for Change.
Oh, it does. It does.
It's today.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's today.
Uh-huh.
They asked me to do press for that.
Yes, you were supposed to. You didn't.
No, they changed it.
Oh, okay.
They said Joey Badass couldn't come. I mean, no, he could come.
That show
NBC.
that you do, that you
Yeah.
did. Congrats.
Oh my God.
Wait, what
Not
YouTube channel is it on?
A lot of names on that.
Bruh.
Yes.
It said with Kev on stage.
It was
Okay, let's go.
crazy.
Let's go. It's
Okay,
11.
you're right,
It's
you're right.
after
Oh, that's
11.
what I went to do.
Yeah.
See where the restaurant was.
And we got, how far is it?
That's why I
what I'm
went and I
saying.
looked up, but you don't know how it is instead.
Lord have mercy.
Try being my size, Amy. You don't know how it is.
Oh, you doing
Oh, that said opening soon.
I need to know the names of the couples.
They said lol. Kev said ass.
Oh, Joy Badass. I had to say that in the thing. They were like, Kev Cuss. I was like, that's that man's name. And when you on camera, they wasn't about to hear no, can I say Joey Badass? No, sir.
Man, they would have looked at you like you were fucking crazy.
Did we pay you? All right, you said
Right.
that nigga name right. Okay, here it is. You just want to write together?
Probably 20 minutes.
Might not have to get on the freeway for this. You want to ride with me? Oh, what's the ride with you? 11 minutes.
Perfect. All right, let's go.
That's why I picked you.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to The Bald and the Beautiful. My name is Melissa.
My name is Kevin Frederick.
I'm Angel.
Tanksley in the building.
And we are back reviewing a new show. The name of the show is called Couples Therapy. It is on Showtime. I just want to talk really quickly about how wrong Showtime is. Dear Showtime, you are wrong.
Man.
Wait a minute, but before you tell them,
Correct.
this episode is sponsored by Honey. It's sponsored by Hello Fresh, and it's sponsored by Babbel. Those are the three.
Thank you guys so much for sponsoring today's episode, which is a great episode to sponsor because we're talking about couples therapy and they're going to need all of the things. They're going to need to talk a different language. They're going to need the discounts, and they're definitely going to need better help.
Them people they almost might as well have been naked the way they were sharing their information.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Even in therapy, you got to lie a little bit. They was in there telling the whole
This
truth.
is my favorite show of all the shows we've reviewed.
This is such a good show.
It is. It is.
Tell them why we messed up, though. Man, we didn't mess up.
Well,
Showtime messed us up.
I do want to get back to
we
this
stand
point.
with the writers.
Yes, really quickly, if you haven't heard, is it WGA?
Yep,
Okay,
WGA.
thank you. WGA, which stands for Writers Guild of America, possibly.
No, Writers Guild Army.
Writers Guild. I don't know if it's of America,
That's all-
but it's Writers.
Association?
I want to say association, but let me see. WGA stands for. It
Writers
stands
Guild
for
Anonymous.
wait for gestational age. It won't tell. Writers Guild of America. Josh is correct.
Writers Guild
that
of.
was a tenant. I knew that.
He knew.
That was a tenant in a building I was an engineer over. I knew that.
He's like now he's
Burbank.
adding that information.
Got it. I don't know. I got lost.
Don't worry
a little
about
bit.
it, Josh. Get behind the
WGA.
computer and push buttons.
Just leave him alone.
These folks are striking the Hollywoods. They're striking. What's it called? The Motion Picture Association of
And
Television
producers.
and Movies.
The producers
Me and
in
Elizabeth been looking up a
studios.
lot of acronyms.
I've been
over
looking
the
up
last
all the
couple days.
acronyms.
The producers
and
and
so they're
studios.
all just floating in my mind. But they mad at them because they ain't paying them the money. And this show is an example of why. This is the reason why, and this is why we're going to be talking about 2 different seasons, which is actually 1 season. Season 3 of Showtime's Couples Therapy is 18 episodes long. It should be 2 episodes. Episodes 1 through 2 seasons. Thank you. Episodes 1 through 9 should be season 3, and starting with episode 10 through 18 should be season 4.
But it ain't like that, is
But
it,
it's not
Lisa?
like that. They made it season 3, section 1 and section 2. That's how you get over on paying these people what they should be paid, because it should be 2 separate seasons. And
Yeah.
I just want to say that.
So we watched the first 3 episodes of
Part
season 3, part 1. Kevin and Melissa watched the first 3 episodes of season 3, part 2.
And when we was watching it, I said, "Listen, why is the first episode episode 10?"
Yes.
So we thought it was wrong. Ours had a date, and this also is because you watch it on the app on the
Yeah.
iPad. She watching it on that.
Yeah.
Some stuff has dates.
Yes.
We need regular 1994 television back.
Listen.
Family Matters comes on at 8, 7 Central on Friday.
Man.
And it ain't going to be streaming. It's going to be on regular.
Yeah, I didn't-
Friday at 7.
I didn't initially, when I sent the text, I didn't initially see
dates.
episode numbers. All I saw was a date, and I was like, oh, okay, let me make sure I put this date in here because it had whatever.
Yeah, I thought you was confirming that season 3
3.
started. At this
Right.
year.
Yeah.
Yes. And so it was all jacked up. So all of that to say, we'll be talking about season 3, part 2, which technically starts at episode 10. And they'll be starting, they'll be talking about the couples in season 3. It's even confusing
Episode
to say.
1.
Man.
Like, this
It
is
should
so
have been
dumb.
season 4. We wouldn't
should
have
have
had this
been
problem.
season 4.
But y'all don't want to pay somebody.
We're doing season 3A. They're doing season 3B.
Correct.
There we go.
There we go. Just note it. And then we'll all catch up next week, but this is where we are. But I agree. This show is so. If you've ever listened to Esther Perel's, it is Esther. Thank you, Esther Perel's. Where should we begin? I believe.
I said before we get started.
Yes.
Before I let you go.
Yes. Yes. It is basically the audible version of this show. So good.
Is that why is there a specific reason why you like this show?
I like this show because I believe it is one of the most, like when you talk about reality TV, this is reality TV.
Yes.
It is unscripted. It is raw. It is authentic. It is real. It is relatable. Like it is so freaking good.
Also, if they are actors,
I was like, what is he doing?
He thinks he's cool
I
right
just
now
feel
because
like
he
I
likes
look
the whole
black with the R&B beanie and the glasses.
Yeah, he's feeling.
This is
feeling
40,
the
baby.
black.
You feel me? Don't lose weight. Wear more black.
That's
the key.
That's the motto for a clothing line.
I did that all postpartum with little Marcus, and everybody was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I'm just fat."
Don't lose weight. Wear more black. That's
like
my new shirt.
I like it.
And it's gonna be in black with the letters in black, and you can't even read it. You gotta have a QR code. What I was gonna say about the reality aspect is, if they are scripted or actors, these people
amazing.
deserve Tonys, Oscars, and Emmys.
All the awards.
Because they be out here. It feels like the show is so personal. I feel like I shouldn't be watching this.
Yeah.
Like I feel too intimately involved in these folks' relationships.
It's almost like I want to be like, y'all know I'm watching? I just want to make
Y'all
sure
don't
there's
see the cameras? That red mean it's record. That man holding that?
Yeah,
He
like-
heard you.
There's a disclaimer, right? Y'all know this. I like it more than Love at First Sight or Married at First Sight. No, Love is Blind, excuse me. And Married at First Sight. Because these are stakes that already existed before the show started. Where these other shows, I really feel like they make damn near a mockery of marriage by having people just thrown together that don't know each other. And so we're watching people give all the theatrics of, but I'm in love.
Right.
Because they know these are catchwords that they have to say in order to be the couple that is, highlighted in the season. Where these are people who have done some really egregious things prior to the cameras rolling that are having to admit it and having to work out things in front of us and in front of a therapist. So to your point, it does feel way more authentic. It makes it easier for me not to judge them so harshly. With Married at First Sight and Love is, I really see them as characters on a TV show, as scripted characters. That's why we go hard on them.
That I was thinking about that with
absolutely
they're casted.
I mean,
they're
this is casted too, but it's a different type of casting.
Jacquelina, I believe her name is. She might as well be somebody on Abbott Elementary.
Yeah,
she's just the villain in that
world,
story.
Road rules.
Yes.
Like I don't mean to like dehumanize them by saying I don't see them as people, but I agree. Like they are characters built into caricatures.
Yeah,
and you know them reality shows,
and they're casted as archetypes.
Archetypes. That's actually the word I was looking for.
Fully.
To your point, Angel, I do agree with this. When the show starts, they have a few like, oh, yeah, we're here. I don't like the way she does this, and it makes. I was like, I ain't even got my socks off yet. Hold on, we just met, and the thing is, we want to be poly, and I feel like it's a need. Wait a second.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. What? You don't love her?
Yeah.
I feel like I had to marry her because my dad socked me one time. Wait a minute.
Yeah. And they already got like 7 and 18 years in the game.
Yes,
so you're like, oh, okay, this is some real stuff.
It's
this
real.
ain't, I'm trying to get up my TikTok followers. I'm trying to be an Instagram star. This is either this works out
or we are getting a divorce.
There you go.
And there's no element of like, and I'm also going to splash you with my drink or gotcha.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, it's premium reality.
Yes.
Not shock jock reality.
Right.
Elevated reality, which we'll be getting more of because the writers are on strike. So,
Come on.
And Hollywood can get them TV shows going.
Yeah.
You don't believe it is?
If you are a couple and you have, even if you're not, to be honest, it's just really, really good. But if you are in a relationship, I highly, highly recommend Where Should We Begin, the podcast with Esther Perel. It's literally the same thing, except you don't see the people. Just imagine this show but audio, same thing. And couples therapy on obviously the show. The only difference, as Stairs show, they don't use their names and they change out details so you can't readily identify the people. You know who these people are.
That's what I like about this
The camera wasn't
one.
going to turn around because at first it's behind them, and I'm like, okay, they talking crazy. They never going to see their face. Then they was like, and I hate him kind of. Wait us. The thing, okay, when we started,
We can
who's
start.
going to start?
Hold on. Years are okay. We can start with. So you guys watch the first 3. I don't know where to start. Y'all can start.
Okay, so let's
How we going to do it? They gonna,
So they're going to inform us. Hopefully it'll jog our memories, but if not, it will be learning about these couples in real time.
Okay, so the first couple we'll talk about, and maybe we can flip flop couples. So we'll
love
talk.
it.
Okay,
That's good.
How many couples did you guys do?
we got 3 couples.
We got 3 too.
Okay, perfect.
We got 4.
No, we have 1,
Yeah.
2,
Pull up
3,
pictures.
4. We have 5
I don't
couples.
need the names. We can just give them.
You pull up pictures because I got to manage
let me do
the,
it in a minute.
ads too.
Oh.
So the first couple we'll bring up is Ping and Will.
Okay.
Ping and Will are
She's Asian. He's white, ain't he?
he's white. There's about a 12-year age difference between the two. She's the elder of the two.
And yeah, they started off their relationship. They were open.
Because they were both exploring their
Like bologna. Why Bursby smell like bologna?
It
You ain't had
smelled
no
like
bologna.
something I did not eat.
because it came from down here in them
that
colon.
was-
Yeah.
Also, we quit. I'm going to interrupt. No one told me them dogs fart while they sleep.
Oh, they fart when they sleep, awake, all the time.
Me and Melissa was in there. Monty was taking a nap. We watching this show. It's 3:00. The dog is laying on the corner. I said, Liz.
It smelled like death.
I said, what? And Monty is laid out, hot butt air came up through the bed. I said, what is going on? Ain't nobody told me nothing they gonna do this.
Lucky he ain't big.
It is
Frank
terrible.
used to let something out, and we would
Ooh,
be
I can only
outside.
imagine.
And he,
Oh, that just made my stomach.
Yeah,
hurt
no,
thinking
it
about
does. It makes it you feel like, okay, so you're about to die here soon. Is that what you're trying to let us
what's
know?
funny is watching them catch a whiff of it. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They be like, what got up out of me? I'll kill it now. I'll kill it. Y'all, real quick, I'm going to post it this, earlier. I'm going to post it later this week. I was helping my son with his Spanish test. He had to learn adjectives. So we were doing feo and bonito and anticipato. I didn't say it wrong. But the way we were having to study this, I said, oh, baby, I wish I could have given him the gift of Babel. Because let me tell you, when you are trying to learn Spanish, whether it be just because you're wanting to, enlighten yourself, or if you're learning a foreign language because you're going to some amazing country like the
Alhamdulillah.
Fredericks just did.
Inshallah.
The way we
Shukran.
come on, you
That
better
means
say the
thank
words.
you in Arabic.
It does. It
You
does.
said-
Shukran.
Your
does.
pronunciation is great.
Yeah.
You practice.
I'm El Kavin.
Well, I'm so glad that there are things that we don't have to learn in the traditional school setting anymore. So if you have an upcoming summer trip abroad, my go-to travel hack is Babbel. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or embarking on your first adventure, communication is key to fully experiencing a new culture. That's where Babbel comes in. Babbel is a language learning app that has sold more than 10 million subscriptions. Thanks to Babbel's addictively fun and easy bite-sized language lessons, there's still time to learn a new language before you reach your destination. So while I learned Spanish back in grade school, I am very, very rusty. So for me, being able to go to Babbel, and y'all know I ain't got no time. These lessons are like 10 minutes long max, and you're able to start really learning conversational Spanish. This is not only good for us because, we have anniversary trips coming up, and a lot of times we go to places where English is not the first language, but also we live out here in Los Angeles, and where there's where there are a lot of people who it would be easier for us to be able to speak Spanish to them, and we would have a better communication. And Babbel makes it happen. With Babbel, you only need 10 minutes to complete a lesson, so you can start having real-life conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Babbel's expertly crafted lessons are built around real life. You learn how to have practical conversations and about travel, relationships, business, and more. Other language learning apps use AI for their lesson plans, but Babbel's lessons are created by over 150 language experts and voiced by real native speakers, not computers. Their teaching methods have been scientifically proven to be effective, and with Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent. There's so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, videos, stories, and even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. Right now, get up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/TBTB. That's babbel.com/TBTB for up to 55% off your subscription. Babbel. Language for life.
Language for life.
So they were both, Ping and Will were both exploring their sexuality when they met. They did. Yes.
Yeah.
What's my sexuality?
So what?
They were like, what's my sexuality?
Yeah, they was.
That's exactly how they said it. Yeah, and it was interesting because it's seeing their dynamic. Ping just thinks, what's his name? Will. She was like, he's a crybaby. He's in therapy, shedding tears. She was like, he's whining and crying. That's all he does is whine and cry.
While he's crying?
Yes,
while he's crying.
Actively sobbing.
Oh, no, we got to go.
So let me give you quickly a
Everybody
little
else
bit.
gave their thought on this. I don't like this show.
You don't like it?
No,
Him and Greg tried to.
No, me and Greg was reviewing this.
Okay.
And it's
This season?
no, the first season.
They went
First
back to
season,
the- They
went back,
one or
okay.
two or something like it. I don't know. It's people is going through some things, and I'm watching. I'm like, listen, what the hell we supposed to talk about with these people?
Oh, I
We
feel like
watching
so much.
With a few of them, it's like, why are you still? That's why I have a hard time removing myself. Like, why the hell you still here then? Like, you getting treated this bad? I'm very black and white.
Marcus
when it
goes
comes
straight to
stuff.
the end. Get up out of here if you don't like it, man. Ain't no way. You wasted an hour at a time.
You don't love me. You don't find me attractive. Bye, nigga.
What did Fantasia say, Marcus? You don't want me, then don't talk to me.
It's that simple.
Go ahead
it's
and free
just
yourself.
I see people and not to say it's always one person the villain and one person's the saint, but it's just like, if you feel that bad about somebody, don't put them through that if you truly love them. You leave your trash ass need to leave.
Well, you know what? It's because, and this is not trying to toot our horn, I think it's because your only real relationship has not been a toxic one. I think
I've had potential for some toxic ones. Guess what I did?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You've never allowed
I said,
yourself.
hey, girl, hey.
You've never allowed yourself to fall in love with someone.
The first time he just kicked. The second time,
He's, let me get a little running start.
I'm like, you know what?
let me ask you this, to Angel's point, Marcus. If whatever happened between you and Angel, right? It's 16 years, 17.
It'll be 16.
16.
Married.
I'm not wishing this on you. I'm just curious.
Yeah. No, give it to me.
If you now have to fight for something after 16 years, you ain't gonna want to do that to Angel.
No. If I'm fighting for it, that means to me it's worth fighting for.
That's what it is
But
for them.
if she ain't budging, bye, bitch.
To Angel?
If she ain't budging, if
It's
I
not
see
gonna be
myself
that.
working,
It's not gonna be that easy.
look, if I see myself working and I see you act like you don't love me, maybe I don't. Then bye.
Marcus, that ain't fighting. That was one disagreement you had.
I said if I'm actively fighting and I don't see no budge, it's gonna take some time. A couple weeks, maybe a couple months.
Melissa is hurt.
Maybe a couple months.
That is not true.
No, and the fact of the matter is they are both actively trying by being at the therapist.
They said Ping and Will said no, that ain't them. That's another
Yeah,
couple.
so we can't go to them yet.
Basically, we got three options. The very last option is come to therapy and make it work. That's your last option?
No. She said the first option is the one they didn't want, which was the dissolve, to divorce. She said we don't want that one. That's the worst case scenario. Mm-hmm. But anyways, let's get back to Ping and Will real quick so we can.
Either, Marcus.
All right.
He's stuck on me.
keep
Ping,
saying that.
shut up.
Don't budge and see what happens. I ain't gonna be trying to pull
He's
no
gonna come
more.
from the middle of the arm.
Yeah. I'm gonna run.
So
Marcus gonna be driving his old school every day.
Ping and Will agreed to an open relationship, and then Will started to be like, yo, but don't be going out on long walks with them. Don't be having conversations with them. Just basically go have sex and then come home.
Yeah, put your clothes on, get on back.
And she was like, that's not sexy to me. I want to have like a intimate relationship with these people. And she was like, with him, like she was like, so we decided, okay, we'll just have an open relationship and we will be in a relationship with other couples. And she was like, a lot of the guys would not really respond to him, so it was more difficult. She said, so
Respond to her husband?
yes.
Is something wrong with he ugly or something?
Because he don't want to do this.
No, I think a lot of the men in these couples that were probably like being like, we'll be open with you all, the men probably aren't actually bisexual, right?
Oh, sexually with the husband.
Yes.
They
So
want more cooch.
Oh, got it.
So she said, I'm going to start helping you write like basically your pickup letters, like how to like engage with these men.
Before they started off, they would have a couple or a person together.
Yeah.
Then they were like, no, we can do it separate. That's when he came up with the boundaries and the rules.
Got it.
Because he wasn't having good luck at it. So she was like, I'm going
She
to
was
help
out there
you.
getting plenty of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
She's like,
She was
I
getting-
don't have more sex.
She was getting turned
I
inside
want
out.
more sex. I can't. She's like,
Whose idea was it
getting
to do
railed.
the open relationship?
It was both of them.
Mutual, yeah.
That's how they
Who
came
led
into
the
it.
charge?
She said the reason why they became attracted to each other is because they both wanted to explore.
Everybody want to be.
But listen,
That's why I want to
Lewis and
do.
Clark.
I'm gonna do that couple too, because it
Yeah.
always seemed, or at least for this that I'm thinking of, it always seemed like one person wants to explore. I shouldn't say always, but for what they displayed on the show, somebody wants to explore. Someone's leading the charge, and then someone says, "I don't want this no more. I just want you."
Well, this is exactly what happened. Once he started having good luck, he was like, well, we don't gotta have to do this together. I can do this. And she was like, well, where are you going? Why are you always out here in these
Literally
streets?
what happened in
You
this.
don't care about me. Where are you at? And then they said they were going to go to Korea to teach English. She was like, sure. But she really didn't want to do it. They got married. He left for Korea 4 months after she stayed.
This man just in Korea teaching.
He teaching her
For a
right.
year. For a year.
penis.
And then when he came back, that's when things kind of just, she was like, I'm looking at a stranger. He was like, I don't really know how to.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's where they're at. And she's angry.
You know what it is about the show? You just said it to talk to Marcus's earlier point. You meet them at their wits' end part of therapy.
Yes.
Yeah.
This isn't like, Melissa and I, we started therapy not as a like, it's either this or it's over.
course, right.
It
Yeah.
was like, we should figure some things out. We could use some help.
Yeah.
These people are like, you got 3 sessions. if it ain't fixed this month, or I don't see like Marcus's point, if I don't see some budging, their starting point is so intense. They really should have been being talked to or working this out, months ago. But they have already
It's
they've
like
done everything else.
the
they
relationship
can.
is that Jenga set. If
Right.
they at that last block and that bad boy is teetering, it's like, we need you to put a block back or this thing is done.
Yes.
And all the middles are gone.
Oh, the middles is gone. All the sides. The sides
All
is
the
gone.
middles
You
is
got,
gone,
you
and
got
the
pluses all the way
And
up.
the bottom 3 rows are hanging on by the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, we have
What's y'all's
generic.
first couple?
Okay, hold on. We got generic questions to ask you guys about this.
Okay.
Number 1, your assessment: should they stay? Should they break up? Just this early on.
They should break up.
They should have been done broke up. From her, look, this man is over here, she's like, here he goes.
Oh man, my
Like,
tear
this man
ducts
is
would
like-
dry up.
Because it's one-sided. It's like he's true. It seems like from
I feel like
from
we're
what we saw, he's truly trying to make something happen,
Yeah.
make something work. And she's just like, I can't deal with him. He's sensitive. I don't want to do it.
And
You
that,
said she's Asian. He's white.
yes, and she's older. That's not honestly what I fully see. What I think it is this is what pisses me off about the show. This is the only thing that I don't like. I don't feel like their therapist gives them any tools. She literally is telling them what she sees, guiding them to say the things that she believes that she sees, and then it's just like, all right.
I think early on it seems like she's trying to get that person to hear the other person,
Yeah.
or get that person to hear themselves. Like, so because at this time she'd be like, so did you hear what you just said to him? Like,
She do
this
that
is how
too.
that's coming off.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah.
Also, her listening face is really intense.
Mm-hmm.
That doggone eyebrow be.
She furrows.
I'd be like, girl, relax your face. It's like The Rock is finna do wrestling talk, she just be so like Ice Cube, just like Marcus is looking.
That's how she looked. So I'm like, if she don't help this Asian woman ping with how to better communicate what she's actually feeling instead of leading with anger, they're going to have this cyclical
Ping
problem.
is angry as hell.
Every time.
Ping be like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck this motherfucker. You piece of shit. You're fucking crying, you fucking asshole. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this motherfucker. Like,
that is what Ping sounds like.
Bernie Mac
flies off.
Yeah.
Flies out.
Go get some milk and cookies. That's exactly Ping.
And then he's just like.
And then you could see him check out.
Yeah, he checks out.
As soon as she starts talking strong.
He's just like, I can't. And I'm like, dude, why are you doing this to yourself?
Wait, do you guys remember their actual ages?
I think she is in her 40s and he is down in his 30s.
Early 30s?
Yeah, early 30s.
Okay. All right. So I'll do a couple similar. Let's do, it was a bunch of polygamous relationships. In
I said, this is the problem.
I have this question. Okay. Let's start with, I don't know what couple to start with. You want to do Nadine and Christina as the polygamous couple? You want to do Sean and Erica as the polygamous couple?
Sean, the Asian dude, and the black girl.
Yes.
Let's start with him.
So we have a couple, Sean and Erica, and essentially what happened was they had an open relationship, but it was one of those. As long as we agree, this is the agreement within our relationship. Anything outside of that is considered cheating.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what his job is because she said he's been unemployed for the last 5 years. But for whatever reason, his job found him in Colombia and traveling to different states. He cheated.
No, he didn't, Melissa.
I'm sorry. He had activities.
This dude.
Those were his words.
He gaslight.
No, hold on.
Okay.
He had activities. And then she figured something was happening. So she asked him, did you have an affair? He says no for months. Then she says, have you ever stepped out on me? And he says, yes.
He said, when you asked you if I had an affair, you were asking the wrong question.
Oh,
because
my God,
an
today.
affair means I had an emotional relationship and I cared about this person. All I did was have sex with somebody, but it was in a state we don't live in, so it doesn't count. And I went to Colombia and spent like $40.
Exactly. He literally was like, it's in a different state. He went to Colombia. He was like, it's a different country. Like, I'm literally not even in the U.S. And they got on the phone, and he was like, oh my God, I miss you like so much. And she was like, I don't know why I'm naughty. There we go. She was like, I'm surprised you haven't taken care of that. And he was like, oh, this is my license to cheat. And she was like, no, it was your license to masturbate. Like, I'm so confused why you just automatically assumed that I meant you could cheat on me. No, nigga. Like, I meant you should masturbate. And so they ended up having this full discussion, and all he does the entire session is lie, gaslight, and is like purposely elusive. So she'll ask questions like, what do you believe about cheating? Like, what is your belief system when it comes to cheating? He's just like, I believe we should be happy. So she's like, no, I'm asking you a very specific question. What do you think about like monogamy? I believe that the people in my life are there for a reason. Right. So I got all that. So the question that I'm asking.
How are you able to watch it and not get angry?
We were angry.
Look, y'all angry watching it.
Yes.
Put yourself in that situation. Put me saying that shit. How long you gonna stick around?
We wouldn't have made it there.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's again. It's what people have experienced. Like, you can't take away people's past like trauma and then apply what you know, and ignore it and apply what you're saying. But what I am saying is that they could make all their lives better if they had HelloFresh. Their marriages might be sucky.
That's gonna fix them ready. All y'all really is hungry.
I'm some food.
These hangry words. And we can fix it here at TBTB. Okay, so flavor is in full bloom at HelloFresh. Enjoy the taste of spring with chef-crafted recipes featuring ripe, seasonal ingredients delivered right to your door. If you didn't know HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. When the spring sunshine is calling your name, don't call for takeout. Get HelloFresh instead. Their quick and easy meals make feeding your family a cinch, and without the high price tag. For new, fast, and fresh options are ready in just 15 minutes or less. Last night, I made these tempura tilapia tacos.
Dang, Angel, what is you, a professional chef? Or you just
Listen.
using the recipe they gave you?
They called me Chef Hello Fresh, okay? And at first I was like a little worried because it had like jalapenos, radishes, and then cabbage. And all these things are raw, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I don't know how the radishes are going to go with the cabbage and the lime juice. Oh my gosh, these tacos they were so good. I was shocked. You'll see it in my vlog.
Mad when you came, I came down and you would put it up already.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because I was full, but I was like, I'm gonna get one more.
Get one more
You know
taco.
you
Down
wrong
there,
for that,
look,
Marcus.
the stove was clean. I said, this heifer done put the food down.
I
Not this
did.
heifer.
It was so good. I actually made 2 meals. I made a mushroom risotto too. And that thing slapped as
That was
well.
on the top corner of my plate.
So I'm telling y'all need to get it. The recipes are great. Even if it's something you've never had before, trust me, once you cook it and make it, you will love it. So this is what we want you to do. Go to HelloFresh.com/TBTB16
TBTB16.
and use code TBTB16
TBTB16.
for 16 free meals plus free shipping. Again, go to HelloFresh.com/TBTB16
TBTB16.
and use code TBTB16
TBTB16.
for 16 free meals plus free shipping. It's HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
Love it.
So you
Okay.
be getting angry, y'all be getting angry when
Yeah,
y'all watch.
this one specifically, I ended up binging the entire season in one night because I was like completely and totally captivated.
And we were also jet lagged.
And I was jet lagged. I couldn't go to sleep. But this couple specifically, he pisses me off. He is it's hard to tell. One of the things that I really, really, truly enjoy about this show is watching Dr. Orna. Thank you. Get guidance from her
peers.
yes, and her peers.
I love that.
Specifically for this couple, it was really good to see because she was struggling with him.
Yeah.
And it was good because as an audience member, you're also like, they need to get off the show.
So
She
They-
told
they-
them,
they
I'm
need
not
to
gonna
be
this.
divorced.
I don't know. Even, she was so frustrated. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Marcus.
No, go ahead.
But she was like, I'm so frustrated with him. I don't even think I can be his therapist. I can't help them.
Oh, she
That's what I
said
was
that
about
out
to say.
loud.
She said
That's what I
that.
was about to say. The season me and Greg was watching. She had to go to her because then it was just one lady. She was telling her coach or her therapist. It was
Yeah.
like, I want to tell her to leave.
Yeah.
She needs to get out of this.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there watching like, tell her.
Let her
Please, because she's like, I don't know. And then the third's like, well, you can't tell them what to do. You can only show them how to communicate this. She was
tell them
like,
what
he's
to
such a
do.
horrible person.
Text her on the
And this
side.
is after weeks and weeks. She was just like, she does not need to be going through this with
Yeah.
him.
That's hilarious. So the therapist
That
like,
I think is
legally I shouldn't do this, but
I-
company policy says.
exactly. Part of the reason I don't think I could, like, as much as I enjoy stuff like this, I would never want to be the person offering these people advice because I get to a point with people where I'm just like, so you just want to continue to be stupid? So then I'm out.
Go with God, Crispy.
Listen, I'm the same way in friendships. It takes everything in me to just be like, because I know I'll get frustrated if I keep feeling like I'm giving advice that is helpful and you just want to keep doing the thing that I'm saying is going to hurt you.
Go ahead and do it.
This way I'll be like, okay, okay,
All right, then go
okay.
ahead. And when you start crying, don't come back over here because I done told you that you was done.
I've done
That's
it
how I
with friends.
feel.
I've done it with family.
Me too.
Like, hey, maybe you should do this. So did you? Yeah, I'm gonna keep. Do you think you should do that? And then come to me crying. But I told you.
That's what I be.
Not that I know all, but didn't I tell you?
I have to hang up the phone.
Well, can you help
Yeah,
me? No.
yeah.
This is what you get.
It's
Yeah.
what you deserve.
This
You
is
wanted
why.
this. Everything about your choices say you wanted this result.
No. I would just don't come to me crying. I ain't gonna look. I'm busy.
You turn into Ping.
I got to get back to work. Yes.
There you go
Look
crying.
at you. There you go crying again.
Yeah. Let us do, because we have 5 couples. Let us do one more
Please.
before we go to you. Okay, so then the other couple.
Oh, wait a minute. Answer the question. So you think
Oh,
they should
thank you.
split up?
So this is so hard because I binged the whole season, so I was able to watch the evolution. But at this point, actually, I'm not even gonna say that. Yeah, I'm gonna say they should not be together.
Even after seeing the
Yeah.
There is I hate love their journey because it truly is, of all the couples, a journey.
Okay.
Like to see where he is and where they end up. And obviously, when they go to cut this show, there's some things that they include, I think, purposely, so it kind of emphasizes
yeah.
their evolution. However, he comes across a little bit narcissistic.
That's
I'm not
exactly
a
what it
person.
sounds like.
So I'm not saying he is a narcissist. I'm just saying there's traits there. However, that's not something that can just be, number one, I don't know that you can like therapize your way out of being a narcissist. I think you're a narcissist, and that's kind of the end.
Okay.
I think you can manage some of your behaviors, but I think at the end of the day, if you're like diagnosed narcissist, I think you are a narcissist. So I just don't know that like if he's able to be different the whole time.
He's able.
Yeah, what you think?
I agree. The thing that's kind of crazy about him, his ideology, and the other part about this that's interesting, I think we'll probably talk to, is it's so interesting watching them connect to their. I was not asleep, Marcus. I'm awake.
Take your sunglasses off.
No, I'm awake.
I know.
His breathing changed. That's how
I was
sleepy
just
he
being
was.
calm. I just be breathing hard.
He think I can't see his eyes right now.
They're awake. They be connected. Look. But they be connected to their childhood in ways that they have not ever realized. And watching them come to that realization, and it be the things that are so like you wouldn't think something like that connects in that way, but it like locks into place. And that's now how they see the world. In regards to him, I saw one thing that I thought was really an interesting way of putting it. So in their open relationship, Erica, I believe is her name. She basically was like, we should be in an open relationship. Same thing as one of y'all couples are pinging this man.
Yeah.
And then the girl was like, I grew up not believing in the idea of monogamy until I got him. And then I wanted all of him.
Yeah.
Right. So basically it switched. He was like, as long as I don't know what you do, then it doesn't matter to me. Right.
He said, what I don't know can't piss me off.
Right. So he was like, go have sex.
This
with
same
somebody-
couple.
Same
Yes.
person. The problem was it was very obvious. You know this, but it's interesting to see so clearly. You cannot put your belief system on your partner and expect them to do it. So he felt like because if she wouldn't have had sex in Colombia or out of state and never told him, that'd be fine with him. Then it was automatically okay for him to do that. But that was not okay, nor was that within the
He
relationship.
knew it
norm.
wasn't okay if they discussed rules, so that's a goddamn lie.
And he lied the whole time.
I'm not defending him.
Oh.
I'm just saying his reasoning was, if you did this, I wouldn't care. Therefore, you should not care because I did what I'm okay with you doing.
Got it. Yeah,
But
yeah.
she was like, I never said I was okay with that. And what I said, you did the opposite. Me saying you can jack off because you miss me is not the same as you can take $40 down to Colombian market and get Spanish coochie. Where did that come from? I said, jack your own meat.
Very specific.
Yeah, well, I
Well,
saw
she
on
low key
Twitter.
said she did it.
Oh.
She was like, he was like, we don't have to get into specifics. Oh, so you hired a prostitute?
Yeah, he said
That's what you did?
he literally said $40. American dollar is still strong in some countries. Wow. But the thing I also I know we got to move. What I think is really interesting about this show, it has broadened my horizons to couples, but your boundaries only need to apply to your
Absolutely.
relationship. And even within open relationships, bisexual, all this, and the same with monogamous couples like us and heteronormative couples, at the end of the day, if the boundaries are broken, it don't matter what your rules are. If y'all break them, it's the same thing.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the other polyamorous couple we'll get into. I'm okay with you being open, but she got pissed off. You went and took her medicine because she was sick? What is this? You're like,
That's what be making those relationships difficult because the boundaries are so much more
It's not a hard line.
complex. It's not
Yes.
that it's not a hard line. There's complexities. We have no complexities to ours. It is
You cannot.
yes. There is no but in this scenario, there are no scenarios that it works.
What I will say about these type of shows, like somebody put it in here, and I'm like, watching these type of shows just discredits all of that crap. Somebody said that's how men be. Unfortunately, there is trash people on both sides of these fences.
Come on, there are good people on both sides.
That's what I was going to say. I
You
liked
can't
about
put this
this
on
show.
a single sex.
Outside
Because
of Erica
we
and
got-
Sean, there's
out of the three couples we got, two of the women are absolutely horrible.
In our couples, Erica might be the only faultless person that I've seen so far. The two gay women, that
Wildin'.
one, she's an F-boy. I know you is not a man, or nor do you identify, but your personality stuff, you is a nigga. You ain't black.
Is that the couple y'all going to next?
No, I don't want to do them.
No,
next.
but I'm just
Okay.
saying, like, to Marcus's point,
Yeah.
it ain't just the
Yeah,
men.
you can't just be putting stuff on me.
It's the people. The Mormon girl.
I just told an actual family member the other, like 2 weeks ago, you might be a little bit toxic.
No,
You got a little bit of Summer Walker in you.
You might be.
Little
There was a
scissor.
lady-
You just got a teens.
Me and Marcus were listening to a song from the 90s that he had never.
I had never heard this damn
Sometimes
song.
I love her, sometimes I love her not. Anyways, the song talks
What's
about
the
how
name of the dude?
I
Y'all,
can't remember
this
the
damn song, this woman is basically,
Sometimes.
for lack of a better explaining it, cheating on him in front of him.
No,
in his
she's
face.
just losing her mind, and
He's
he's
talking about you crash my car. I don't know.
no. He said
What song is this?
she
I know,
likes
I
to.
awful.
She likes to get in. He goes. She likes to get into confrontations with me, testing my patience to see how far she can go before I lose my head. That's
Saying
in the
Jimmy Cozier.
yes, Jay
Oh, I
Cozier.
just found it. I just found it.
This song.
I never
is-
heard this song,
But these
she's
be
toxic.
women I know.
Marcus was like, she's toxic as hell,
Yeah,
and he's
she's
just
Smoking Steph was toxic.
A lot of them. That relationship that
Angel let me hear that
Lauren
song.
Hill
That
was
said,
in was
what-
toxic.
Oh,
Whitney
yeah, Lauryn
Houston.
Hill, awful.
Saying
Oh,
all
yeah.
my love for you.
yeah,
Awful.
she
Toxic
said
dynamite.
side piece waiting.
Whitney Houston. SZA is Whitney Houston's daughter. She just didn't know.
She-
Yeah,
not
but
taking
you
on the
talking about
weekends.
no. But what's the Lauryn Hill song that I'm thinking of? That song is toxic than a mug.
Oh yeah, it don't sound like it is because it's
Because
upbeat.
we just be
Yes.
singing it. Yeah.
What is it?
It's
that
is
song,
it
y'all?
it's something about something being Marquita did
The one SWV.
Marquita talked about this on her show. It's,
Oh
X
my
Factor.
God!
X Factor,
It's X
thank
Factor.
you.
X Factor.
That's exactly what it is.
It could all
but
be so
you rather
simple.
make it hard.
Come on,
It
that
could all
song.
be so simple.
They talking about killing each other.
Wait, what?
Like yes, the
Loving you
lyrics
is like
are-
a battle. and we both end up
is
with
it-
scars.
Yes. Wait, what?
That's
that's
the
the lyric?
that's the beginning.
Oh,
Angel
yes,
is
you're right.
78 right now.
Hold on.
You about to play it?
Over rubbing her knees.
Tell me who I have to be.
No
That's
matter
okay.
how I think we grow, you always seem to let me know it ain't working.
It ain't working.
Let's play it.
And when I try to walk away,
You hurt yourself to make me stay.
What?
This is crazy.
Yes, girl, it
This
is.
is
Walk away.
crazy.
This is crazy.
And that's just me. This
It's
is
so
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, we just singing it.
Care for me, care for me. I don't
See, it's just a vibe though.
It is a
Yeah.
vibe.
That's sometimes I love
That's
her.
exactly what I thought of.
Yes, I was like, oh no, why is he? But
Look, there was a lady, it was a black couple on the season me and Greg
Yeah.
watched. This woman, I mean, firecracker, flipping out. And
Yeah.
this man was so quiet and calm. He was just like, and this is where we end up every time. And like, and I'm sitting there looking like, if people were to sit down and look at this couple, it's like, this is a very bad relationship. It's very toxic. Who's it come from? People be like, probably him. Look at him over there. He wants to go out hang with his boys because he doesn't have peace at home.
Yes.
He offers to take her to dinner. Why we gotta go to dinner? Because if I don't take you to dinner, then you mad. Why ain't you taking me to dinner? I just offered. How about I cook for you? You never cook, but I'm offering to cook because
yes.
you won't like. This is how the whole therapy
whole
session
thing
is
that's
going.
I'll be wanting her to pull the crazy one out and be like, I'm gonna talk to you separate
Yes.
because you need help.
Okay, look-
Who's the next person? Because I know
let me
y'all gotta
do
go
it.
to the thing.
Yes, we do. You was really studying them lyrics.
I was like, what? I didn't realize that.
Literally,
Who I have to be to get some reciprocity? I
Yes.
said, dang, Lord.
This that
This
song
is crazy.
it is. I was
Toxic.
listening to it. I was like
crazy.
literally singing it, cleaning up the kitchen or something. I said, "Now wait, what did she just say?"
Toxic. Listen, I was at a birthday party. They played toxic song after toxic song. I played them for Marcus. It was that song. Sometimes
Friends
I
was
love her.
found guilty.
Then it was Carl Thomas. I wish I never met her.
I love
Then
that
it
song.
was Donnell Jones.
Push it through hell.
All of
Where
them-
I Wanna Be.
all of
Where
them
I
people
Wanna
the same
Be
people.
is-
Carl Thomas's face when he drove past her and she was putting that stroller down. He said, What? You
I
a family?
said the 90s had all toxic love songs.
It ain't
Yes.
just the 90s.
And that's why all of us are the ones in therapy, because
Yes.
that's what we was listening to growing
Because
up.
we were like,
idolizing
yeah.
these toxic relationships.
Yes.
That was
all
being
this music
vulnerable.
be toxic. We just be ignoring the lyrics.
Show up.
We do because Lauren was like,
Yeah.
we were like,
All this music be toxic.
you know what I'm not ignoring is saving money. Today's episode is sponsored by Honey, the easy way to save when you're shopping on your iPhone or computer. Now, I love when I find a deal, especially if it's something that I've been looking for a while and I've already budgeted how much I want to spend, and then I find out I'm going to get to spend less.
That'd be a praise thing.
Come on, don't it? It'd be like, Lord, why do you love me more than everybody else? That's how I feel. Well, I love being surprised by a deal, but I also love knowing that there's something helping me find deals, and that's where Honey comes in. Honey manually searches for coupon codes, Honey does the searching for coupon codes so that you manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is a free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. So this is how it works. Imagine you're shopping at one of your favorite sites, right? And when you check out, the Honey button appears, and all you have to do is click apply coupons. And in a few seconds, the Honey searches for coupons it can find for that site. If Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch the price drop. I am working on having our house fully decorated, furnished the way we want it to by the end of the year, because it take me some time. I'm not Melissa Fredericks. Melissa Fredericks, it take her 2 seconds, and her house is like voila. So for me, though, because of the big things that I want to do for our house, I need to save money. So when we did a Mars room a while ago, I used Honey to be able to find some of the curtains that we use, curtain rods. I was able to actually get a deal on an ottoman that we bought. All these things were so amazing because we were able to save money. In a nice amount. I think we had like a 20% off coupon on one of the things. I said, now come on, Honey, thank you. Honey doesn't just work on desktops. It works on your iPhone too. Just activate it on Safari on your phone and save on the go. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid in supporting this show. Get PayPal Honey for free at joinhoney.com/TBTB. That's joinhoney.com/TBTB.
Okay, thank you guys. This was a very good episode. We're not going to get through all these couples, so I'm going to do this one real quick so y'all can do y'all's, and then we can probably end. So
wait, time out. Next week we are doing
all of season part 2.
We'll jump to part 2.
Yes.
So we need to be finished with it.
No, we'll just do the next 3 episodes because we got to at least make it to the ultimatum.
Okay, 4 through 6.
Yeah.
Copy you.
And then the last week we can just finish it up.
Copy.
Okay. This is Brock and Christy. Okay. This is
the girl I was telling you about.
Yes, she is toxic. So this relationship, she is.
She is.
This relationship, this is what's funny about this relationship, and I'm excited for you guys to see it, because in the beginning, it seems like they go to her because they grew up churchy. Well, in church, they grew up Mormon. She has what she calls a faith crisis, which I just really love that language. And her eyes become open. She leaves the church. She leaves the church. He doesn't. So
This is very key, though.
Yes. So it seems
This is like so key.
their relationship is at this crossroads because she feels like you didn't support me when I left the church.
And Jesus was on the cross. But it was a
And
crossroads
I
for
just
them.
feel like she actually says later in the season, which was just a really powerful moment to me. She says, you said you needed to leave for personal reasons. I don't understand why, as your wife, I wasn't enough of a personal reason. I was like, oh my God, girl, I love this. Really good. So like the whole first episode and a half, you're just like, oh wow, like what are you guys gonna do? Like, this is so great. And so he's sitting there and he's like, they're going through, they're talking about, they went through all these hard times. Then 2020 happened, and she's like, and we had this really beautiful moment. And 2020 was great, and the summer, and it was Black Lives Matter and the pandemic, and I found like meaning and purpose in my life. And he had just left the church, and we were great. So I'm like, why are you guys here? Like, it seems like everything's fine. And so he says, so then he says, I don't really know where to go from here. And I'm like, what are we missing? She's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, you know, like something really big happened.
What do you mean?
The wife.
Oh, the wife.
She's
Okay.
acting real dumb. So she's like, well, you know, what do you mean? He's like, you know, something really big happened, and like, I feel like we should discuss it. We're kind of like dancing around it. And she's like, oh, that big thing. And so the therapist is like, what's happening?
Y'all talk to me. As
Yeah,
well.
like you guys are talking in code. I don't know what's happening. And he's like, I don't want to say it unless you say it. Like, even though he clearly brought it up and clearly wanted to talk about it. So she's like, the big thing is I cheated on him. Nigga.
Why you gonna play it like it was just this? Okay, I stepped on his new J's.
Right.
That's exactly how it came across. Like, oh, that big thing.
You need to lead with that now.
Girl, that's the whole first episode. You should have started there.
Yeah, that's why y'all here.
Then this is what's
Everything
crazy.
going good, ain't?
No, and that's what I'm saying. I was like, nigga, why are y'all here? Clearly, you guys are in this great. I'm so confused why you guys are here. So then, child, that was the first little string and the whole sweater unraveled.
Oh wow!
So then immediately.
So wait, but let me say one thing.
Okay.
Nah.
Here's why the church leaving is important. So when they left the church,
Yes.
she felt like he didn't have her back.
Yes.
Because she's having a faith crisis with the Mormon church. They're misogynistic, things like that. So she leaves. He doesn't because they both grew up in it.
Yes.
yeah,
he's
because
not
Mormon
ready
church
yet.
is hard to leave.
Yes.
Yes.
Blood
The
in,
person
blood
that
out.
she gets involved with is also leaving the Mormon church at the same time
Yes.
as she is. So in her mind, she didn't say this, but she basically said that. You betrayed me. You cheated on me first by not leaving the church when I left. Right? They were open to an open relationship.
They were open to an open relationship.
He was open to it. He said, just don't do it with that guy. It could be
It was
anything
their
else.
mutual friend.
Oh my God!
Anyone else
Today,
on earth, you can do the open with. I'm okay with it. Who does she let up in that Mormon
Trash.
coochie?
Richard.
Yes.
The main guy, the one,
One.
and
the
she
doggone
want to try to.
trio,
Neo.
good in
The
life.
one I told you stay away
the
from.
one-
And you had to smash
Keanu
Neo.
Reeves.
You can have anything you want. Just don't touch this apple.
She's like, I love apples.
love
Granny
apples.
Smith me up.
But she over here trying to compare apples to tigers. You didn't leave with me in the Mormon church, just like me sleeping with the dude you said not
Basically.
to. They are not the same thing.
And that's not the same thing. Like, that's not, and I feel you. I really do
Right.
feel you, but that ain't equal. That ain't your get back.
It's not. It's he
That means
stomped
you
on
go
her
on
toe and
vacation
she
with the
shot him
pocket.
twice.
You go to Cabo without me. You don't be like, well, I'm going to sex that fiend that was off. Wait a second. Wait a tick. So then what does he do? Oh, I'm going to sex.
And so he cheats back.
And then she's like.
who?
With just somebody
Everybody.
Oh, I
else.
was about to say with the same dude.
Seems like this
That's-
is even, just as
And
bad.
now she's like, open relationship's over. Open relationship's over. We're back to just me and you now.
Now, animal play. Bring in the barnyard.
What's the rain? What's the pee on you called?
Golden shower.
Wet
Yeah.
play, or what's it called when you like that?
No, I think it is wet play.
Wet play. Wet play.
Yeah.
That don't sound as terrible as scat. So do y'all think that they should break up?
So, Kev, what do you think? Should they break up?
I just want to say women are trash too.
No,
She was terrible.
The entire season, I'm very anti her.
Yeah,
I'm very.
The guy
there's
is
some,
really
she
nice.
Says some things that are like really good, and then I'd be like, "Yeah, girl, but no."
I think I agree with you. What's unfair from her point of view on this scenario is expecting him to have the same journey as you at the
Liquid play,
same
that's it.
liquid play. The same journey as you at the same time is unfair.
Yes.
And then blaming him and counting that as betrayal is unfair. I get like the personal reasons, I get how she feels, but me and Melissa had our own faith crises, but we had them for our own reasons.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfair for me to be like, this is how I feel about the church, and because you don't feel how I feel so her feeling that way also is partly because she's a woman, and the way that church is set
Absolutely.
up, it's misogynist. It's going to take
Absolutely.
longer for a man
Right,
to
'cause
see
he's
the same
benefiting
issue.
from the beliefs
He's
that they
benefiting
have.
from it, even if he doesn't realize it.
Absolutely.
So it's like harder for him to see. However, the point she made about why wasn't I a good enough reason, it's a solid point.
Yeah.
Especially your wife feeling that way.
And
It's
as
not
she's
solid
going,
to me.
no,
It is. It is.
No.
Because
Oh,
I see how
talk
she.
about it.
I see how. So I think this is the couple she said this on. He was telling his story, and she was like, "No, that's not right. It happened like this." She said, "You're getting bogged down on the
so
facts
good.
when the truth is the narrative is more important.
Man, it was
The
so
narrative
good.
that your partner is telling themselves is more important than the actual
It
facts. and the
tells you
narrative.
more about what's happening
And how
than
they
getting
feel about
stuck
it.
on the facts.
And a lot of times people, she was like, people get stuck on the facts.
That's good.
And I get that as a person who looks for the facts. And I was like, ooh, that's a good point for me, Kevin. That's what I didn't like about the show. I was like, nigga, fuck, time out, pause. Do you feel like this about me? Forget them people. I feel like you might feel like
Listen,
this.
This is why we're watching.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like, I
love
You
love it.
rewatch these episodes?
It was so good. But tell me why you don't think that's a solid point.
I mean, it's a point, but it's not like for her to be like, me leaving should have been a personal enough reason for you to leave. When you're dealing with somebody's faith, if my faith is only connected to how you feel about it, and when your feelings change on it, then my feelings have to change, then I should no longer call it my faith. I should call it yours.
Yeah.
And then I am going to attach how I feel about it connected to you.
And on top of that, to your point about the Mormon church for them, the church for us, that is when you grow up like they grew up, how we grew up, that's woven into the fabric of your identity.
That's the other thing.
If
yeah.
I leave the church or have a faith crisis is an identity crisis. If that's who I am, I don't be like, okay.
That's what I'm. You unplug. That's what I mean by it's not the same personal.
Yeah. I actually think this is a good point. Two things brought up. Thing number one is the thing that the reason why I don't end up liking her throughout the season is because she is quite literally having an identity crisis. And as she is coming to these, which I can do as well, Chad, but as she's coming to these new revelations, she's holding on to them so tightly, almost too tightly, that she becomes very inflexible to hearing his ideas.
Yeah.
And that she comes across a little stubborn. She comes across as just inflexible. Like, I can't hear his side because this is how I feel. And I don't understand why you don't feel and understand how I feel. And you can't have anything different. That's where I kind of like am anti her. With that said, because of some of her experiences, like personally, I think she had like sexual trauma at the hands of the church. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm a little bit unfair because I ended up watching the whole season. But she has
I
like
didn't know none of that. When I said my stuff.
so she has like some very like. Yeah. I have very generalized issues that I've had at the hands of the church that have impacted me in a way that's personal, but I haven't been personally wrong by the church, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because hers are so personal, and specifically we're talking about like sexual abuse, I would want you to stand by me.
Did he know that?
Yes.
Okay, that's
yes,
two
and
big
and
points.
so that's her thing, but also to the point of which I do understand. There's both sides, right? Where I do feel like you do need to have your own relationship, but I would very much be like, no, nigga, if I don't like them, I'm gonna need you not to like them too.
And it's a little bit harder with the Mormon church because they are a little more streamlined, unlike type of churches that we went to where you can go to different churches of the Christian faith and get a completely different experience.
Yeah.
With the Mormon church, whatever one church is learning on a Sunday,
Sure enough.
every other church across the world is
I didn't
learning
even
the
know that.
same. Yeah, they're streamlined kind of like the Jehovah's Witness where it gives you more control. It gives you, organization, all that stuff. So in that case, it's kind of like you can't even say, well, let's just go to another place and see how they treat you.
The same everywhere.
It's going to be the same. You might be different people, but same ideas, same ideology, same type of behavior you're going to see. Y'all want us to run through one more
Go
couple?
ahead.
You want to do Sin and Yaya
Are we done
because
with
they
that?
seem
Yeah.
Sin and Yaya.
I know, that's why I want them to finish
Sin
with
and
the
Yaya, so that's a gay couple.
It's two
two
women,
women.
black woman, and then a woman who she's something else. She's there's an ambiguousness, maybe Asian, maybe Filipino,
That's one of
maybe
them.
Okay.
We
Latino.
don't call her Puerto Rican because we don't know.
No, we're not.
That's
We're
usually what people do. You get somebody.
usually what people do.
You get somebody Latino, somebody black. They have a baby. Their kids are Puerto Rican. who knows?
In Kentucky,
If I grow
they
my
are.
curly hair out, I'm Puerto Rican now.
That's hilarious.
So
You're Puerto Rican.
And that's Sin.
Sin is the non-black woman.
Okay.
That's true. With a pun, that name is.
CYN.
She's the one where she's like, they ain't had no type of intimacy in almost a year.
In a year.
Dang.
No sex.
Like
No coochie?
approaching a year, like I'm thinking they're a couple of weeks from a year.
Oh wow.
And Sin's like, I just not attracted to her.
I do not find her attractive at all.
Why are they still together?
I don't know. And
Listen, what did
Yaya,
I say when we started?
let me tell you, Yaya is taking these blows to the face.
Oh, God.
And I'm
She
like,
ain't, yeah.
so if you were Sin, you would face directly to the camera to talk. This is Yaya. As Sin is saying I don't find her attractive. I don't want to. She's tried many times to be intimate with me.
I'm like
and I'm like,
shaking.
and
She's the one where therapy was the last resort. She was like, we could be open. We could be, what was that? I can't remember.
She
what the
said
second
the
one.
worst. She said option number 1 is
Dissolve.
us not be together, and I don't want that. Option number 2 is us be open. She doesn't want that. And option number 3 is therapy, and that's why we're here to try to work it out.
Sin just wants to smash other people.
She said she never saw getting married. She did not see that for herself. And she said, then I met her, and she's like, she's the type of person you want to be married to. She's, loving,
Motherly, caring,
Yeah.
all of this. They got 2 kids now?
Yeah, they got 2 kids. She said, we had kids. She said, then I hit 40 and was like, what the hell am I doing? I want to explore. I want to be out here.
Fulfill every erotic desire.
So I'm trying to be outside.
She was like,
you
I
got
just-
me inside.
Yeah, she's like, and I don't, that's what she said. She said, I feel like I'm in a sleeping bag.
And yo, whatever. She just.
No, and not facing forward. She is turned to her, receiving
Oh my God.
all of this.
All this filth?
Yeah, and she's like, so what do you, the therapist is like, what you think about it? She was like, yeah, it's difficult. And I'm trying to give her,
I imagine
space.
it's a little tough.
And look,
She said, I don't want to.
that's it. And that's Yaya. This is just like.
Oh,
And no, you doing give it too much by
yeah,
putting
yeah,
our. At one point in time,
she-
Yaya did start
I don't want to
crying.
smash it no more, Doc.
One point in time, Yaya started crying. This is you, Yaya, crying. This is what Sin did. She said, I was like,
You about
what?
to watch this one?
yes, because this is crazy to the mind. I don't
This
remember
is-
this season.
This is the reason why I did not. This is when I started to turn on the therapist, because I feel like she's spending a lot of time trying to get Yaya to react to Sin, because she feels like Sin is being, and Sin, you could tell, talks to Yaya crazy, says mean things to her all the time, and she's even admitted it. And Sin is saying, basically, because the therapist led her to believe, to come to this realization, she's doing it to get a reaction out of Yaya. And so the therapist is like, you've got to say the things. It's like, no, correct this bitch over here saying the mean things.
Yeah.
Don't be like, well, the reason she's behaving this way is because, no, she's wrong. Now, yes, this child over here needs to have a little bit more self-worth and not allow herself to be demeaned by this chick, because apparently she's a great person and someone else would scoop her up and snatch her up. But she was like, I don't want to force sex on her. It eventually came out that Sin was molested by her uncle, and her parents.
That traumatic experience, like the way she explained it, I was like, what?
It was pretty terrible. She was really young, and she said my mom asked me she said I didn't tell my mom, and she asked me about it, I guess when she got older. As she was like, which let me know that my mom sensed something.
She had to have known
but
something, 'cause why else
did-
would you ask?
Right, but did nothing.
Yeah,
And so the
therapist like, I see a lot of anger. Are you angry? Yeah, I'm angry at my mom, angry at my uncle, angry at my dad. Like,
And so the therapist thinks that because her wife is so motherly, that she's placing that resentment on her, which
That's
is
why
making
I'm
her
telling.
disconnect.
That's where the doggone childhood. It always connects somewhere down the line.
And I get there's a reason behind it, but you're still wrong for
Shut up.
treating this
look,
person
look,
that
look.
way.
They walk in, and the therapy, she got the little dog in there. So the dog walks over to Yaya, starts petting the dog. She's like, yeah, the kids, the dogs, they always just go love on her. Bitch, because you evil.
The dog sits there even
Yeah,
from a
they
mile
sit
away.
there. They ain't no kid and no dog running up to you. You got this energy walking around all mean.
It's hard. It's heartbreaking to watch, because you can tell, like Yaya. You wish that she would snap on her at one point in time and be like, say something else smart to me,
Right.
and I'll leave your ass. You can be free to trollop everywhere. But instead, she literally, and she says, I don't like when she gets this upset, and so I kind of retreat to kind of not aggravate her even more.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
It's
bless her heart.
sad.
It is.
I'm like, Melissa, what the hell?
So you harboring that anger at Melissa when it's
It's
really
displaced.
the WGA strike is what
It's the
you're upset.
WGA strike.
Dramatic kinetic content.
I cannot imagine. By the point that I realized you're talking to me like this, we're not going to therapy. We're going to divorce court.
Yeah, we're going to jail.
Yeah, because absolutely not.
She played in her face. Said and there was no.
I'm going to jail. That's what
she there was no like some people they would feel some type of way to be like I'm not attracted. She was like I don't find her attractive. She was like I don't find you attractive.
Your face, and when it sees my eye.
No. She said
I don't find you attractive.
When your face, my brain turns the image upside down. I don't like it. I don't like it when my
I
eyes
don't
open
understand
and
what are
you're
they
in
holding on to? What is the foundation? I would struggle to see why they're together.
Was she attracted to her at one point?
Yes.
And did she change? She got a different.
Was
face?
she the one? Did they
She
carry the baby
celebrated her
or they used
40th.
a surrogate?
I don't. They didn't. They haven't gotten to that.
No, they haven't
I
explained
really
any of
think,
that.
and she even said, I think I'm just, what do you call it when you are, she's like, I think I'm self-sabotaging us. That's what the girl said. And I think the only reason why she hasn't walked away is because she also knows a part of this is stupid. Like, this woman has done nothing wrong to you.
You're gonna have
Be
to
stupid
be
elsewhere.
sad. Yeah, you're gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to be the one that got away because
Come on.
No, Melissa, you got to fight for it.
No,
you got to stick in there and go to therapy.
No, but this is the thing.
I was telling me
Because nigga,
I'm
you would.
out.
No, you're not, nigga.
Marcus is lying to himself.
Y'all think y'all
lying
know
to
me.
yourself.
All right,
that little girl.
You lying? You ain't going nowhere. You gonna let him talk crazy? I ain't attracted to you, Melissa.
Listen to me. Listen
Don't
to
say
me.
that, don't say that.
don't put that in her
Don't put that
hand.
in.
Don't put that on me. Y'all
Put
can
that
put it on
in.
yourself.
I hope you have sons. I hope they're beautiful and handsome.
Let me tell you.
Why would you tell that man?
That was awful.
Don't you put that in? Let me bring it back.
Listen. I will sit here and I will go home and I will kill you in your sleep.
And I will kill you.
Absolutely.
While you alive.
No, like to get like the point that they at is like I don't understand how as a therapist you see something like this is like let's try to fix this. No.
Well, because it seems to me that the woman is giving the other woman, because I don't know which one is which yet, but it seemed like Sin is giving Yaya every reason to break up.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually trying to get you.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave you. I need you.
Yeah,
to leave
I
me.
need you.
Sin
So
has got
I
the
don't
crimson
feel.
stain.
Yes, I don't want to look. I don't want to be the bad person, even though I am the bad person.
Fully.
I don't want to like actually be the one to be like, we need to. No, I want you to get so sick of me.
Yes.
That you be like, I got to go, and I can be like, well, she broke up with me.
Yeah, that way I feel okay about it.
She said everything else is fine. I just don't want to, have sex with her in that
Well,
way.
girl, get a roommate
Right.
at this point and a babysitter.
And I think it's the kids part, because they have kids and because she really can't point to anything else that doesn't have Sin just pulling the trigger and being like, as much as this is going to hurt me and hurt you and the kids, I'm going to be selfish in this moment and leave.
Yeah.
Girl, bye.
And also, y'all bye.
Yeah, we have to go.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I did used to watch Snapped a lot because that's how you know
That was
what to
my
do
favorite
and
joke
what
when I
not to
first
do.
come home. Come home
some
to your
shit
wife
that-
watching Snap like, ooh.
I used to sit there and watch all the marathons. Okay, you hear
What are
me?
you writing down? Nothing.
Don't do me. Okay, don't.
She said, no, I'll kill him.
Yeah.
Why are you
She's like,
binging
I won't
this
leave
show?
him. She said, no, I won't leave him.
No.
He gonna leave.
You gonna leave the
He gonna
the
give
earth.
up the ghost.
You was an ancestor now.
Yes. Okay, so we are done. This is. You should watch it, child. Go on, get your little.
Showtime.
Okay, all the episodes are already out. Okay, let me tell you what you're gonna do. Get your little free subscription. Watch.
Do
all
what
the
y'all did to
seasons,
Kevin on Stage Studios app.
and then cancel it.
Sign up for 7 days, watch all the crap, then turn it off.
And then turn it
And then
off.
we don't get even $5.
Just make sure you start at
Doggone
season 3 and work your way
cheater.
back so you're
Y'all
involved in
cheated
the
at
conversation
that.
with us.
We needed y'all to pay at least the $5.
I love this show.
Y'all niggas
Yes.
went and did the $5 and watched. Churchy was great. We didn't charge. I'm gone.
What we got next?
So we're going to do episodes 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Text that, I ain't
15.
gonna remember.
Okay, just watch all 6 episodes starting at episode 10.
Okay.
All
So
right. Started
10 is
episode
really
10.
1 again.
Yeah,
from
'cause
4.
10 is
Yeah,
really
we're gonna
one.
start a
3
new season
plus.
on episode 10,
Yeah.
which is the same season.
Correct.
And just keep watching.
Yes,
All right.
that's why it was confusing.
Okay, we got it.
Start there and y'all can join the conversation. Really great show. And I'm telling you, you might end up binging it because, like I said, I ended up binging all of it.
And a short episode.
And yeah, they're like half an hour.
Yeah.
Really, really
They are
quick.
short.
Yeah,
They
they're
ain't
really
like
short.
9 hours.
And this
like-
is really funny. And I know I said we got to go. We do.
Yeah.
They'll have the worst argument on planet Earth and say the most vile thing, and then they'll cut to New York being beautiful.
Yes.
And it's like a
And then
dog
playing
running
card
inside,
games.
like a butterfly,
Yeah.
and they cut back. And I hate your dad too. And they cut to the subway. Like, don't tip these beautiful cutscenes in here. It don't go with what we've
It
been
don't.
watching.
They said,
And I've
yes,
been-
it do.
I'll be fast forwarding that part too. I watched it again today because I was like, I need to remember what happened in the first 3 episodes. I was like, go fast forward. I don't need to know this. Okay, bye.
Bye, blacks and whites and Puerto Ricans. Black
me
people
when
with